Blog Talk Radio.
The physical world is nothing more than the spiritual principles in motion.
You're now listening to Practical Spirituality with your host, Oasis, and co-host, Glammie Witch.
If it's not practical, it's not spiritual.
Don't we feel the same when we hear a baby laugh? Smell a rose from a beloved, or walk in the rain? We are all made of the same magic called life. Let us step together into a new earth.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Practical Spirituality. I am one of your hosts, Dia, a.k.a. Oasis, and the other host, Glammie, of Glammie's Angels, who's on the line. Glammie, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing fabulous.
Fabulous. Woohoo! Well, tonight it's all about making your own vibrational luck and staying in that space of vibration, to create what you want. And with that in mind, we also have J.R.Rivera, the author and creator of Beautiful Creatures, to roll with us to talk about vibrational luck. So let's go ahead and bring them in and get this thing going.
Woohoo!
J.R., are you here?
Hello?
Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
All right,
I can hear him. Okay, I was going to say, hope you can hear him. I can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear you clear. For those of you who do not know, again, J.R.Rivera is the creator of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. He was on here a while back where we talked about everything and how he got started, what made him write the deck, his past, and all good things like that. So now we're going to talk more about this deck, since this deck is now out and available, and also we're going to tie it in with the topic of the show. So first off, let's talk about vibrational luck just for a second. Vibrational luck is basically being in that space, or being in that zone where all you think about, all you know about, all you look at, all you see is that what you want to attract. And that's how you create vibrational luck. You have to stay on that same guideline, in that same zone, in that same area. And I also real quickly want to give a shout out to Brave Hawk, who is in the chat room. For those who don't know,
Brave Hawk! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we might have double readings tonight with Brave Hawk in the chat room. You know, you just can't help yourself.
Oh, that's right. He's too generous.
Very. But with vibrational luck, and with this being the month of March, which is all about luck, and with the success and luck JR has been having, we thought he would be a good guest for this one, especially now since the deck is out. So the deck is out now, JR. You had it for a while now. Is there any one particular card or anything, or one particular what's the word I'm looking for? One particular card or one particular way that you pull the cards that you found to be really good in determining luck or determining a path, so that you stay in that vibrational luck?
Well, when it comes to the tarot, the one that I considered a very good vibration is always the jumper cards. The one that jumps out to me is the one that, the one that's giving the message and the vibration.
Okay, so that makes sense, because if you're setting your intention and say, okay, So my intention is right now I want to manifest. I want to create. I want to manifest some luck and bring that vibration in. And then let the deck tell you what it is exactly, that card is, and say, boop, there you go, here it is, and then, work with that one card, to set up your intentions. So, yeah, that's a great idea.
I mean, because through my experience, whenever I work with, now I work with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, but when I used to work with another tarot deck, I would ask, okay, what does the universe want me to know? And a card would just jump out, and I'd say, oh, whatever, I just push it aside, and then I draw one, and then I would do this. I would contemplate, and I would analyze both cards, and it's been like 99.9% that the jumper card is more accurate, and I can tune in more with it than the one that I flipped, because the one that I flipped is maybe something that I want to hear when I really don't have to hear about it, or maybe the universe is giving me a stronger, more validated message. So that's been my technique and the way that I do when I draw a card, when I want something to manifest.
Well, are there any cards that you particularly really love in your deck that you think is like the epitome of the highest vibrations in your cards?
Which card do I believe to give off the highest vibration?
Right, which cards do you really feel are some cards that really just give off a really great positivity or a good vibration?
Believe it or not, this is going to sound a bit odd, but to me, for example, the Devil and the Death cards, those have to be the ones that give off a more stronger and more positive vibration. Many people would say that the Devil and Death are very bad cards and they're very malignant and malevolent, but to me, they're not. To me, they portray a stronger message, something that we should take into consideration. But between the whole deck, I'd go with the Death card. That's one of the cards that gives off a way stronger vibration. And I mean, somebody might say, "Oh, so you think that dying it's a high vibration?" No, but being able to transformation, right. Shedding skin, going from a larva to a butterfly, that is a very, very strong vibration. So to me, it'd be the Death card. Well,
I think that's awesome because most people would say something like, "Oh, the Star card or the Sun card," or these really, the Lovers, and all these typical cards that most people would say. So I think that saying that it's the Death card in your deck, I think that's awesome because it's completely different, and I know that nobody expected you to say that. So I think that's totally different.
And also the second best. I know we were talking about one best, but the second best that I would personally like to see in a draw is the Devil card. I do not know why, but I think the Devil card just brings a lot to the table. So, but to me, those are two good cards.
Well, I actually love the Devil card and the Death card. For me, the Death card, Death is nothing but one aspect or the flip side of the same coin of rebirth. There's no rebirth without death. There's no death without rebirth. So I actually love that card. As far as the Devil card, I think that's one heavily misunderstood card because of the connotations and what through history the word devil has become to mean and what the word devil has taken on. But with the Devil card, I see the Devil card extremely powerful because it really deals with you in the material world here and now. Not necessarily chained to it, but being practical, right in your face, exactly what it is in the material world that you actually want, that you actually want to connect to. So I totally understand those two cards. Those are two of my favorite cards in tarot. So I totally get that. But, JR, let me ask you, is there any, as far as dealing with vibrational luck, since you've had the deck in a while, or for the people who have been able to get the deck, have you, because I know it was on back order for a while, that deck just flew off shelves. Have you personally used it in conjunction with stones or oils or anything else, or have you heard other people using creative ways with your deck in order to bring them more luck or just be in that space of prosperity?
Oh, believe it or not too long ago, I was emailed by, I would say, well, not a fan, but a follower of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot and of myself. And he had told me that he was using shells, seashells, oyster shells.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Yes, to do divinatory predictions. And along with, he was fascinated with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, the illustration, and the way I interpreted the cards, which he found very easy to understand and to manifest. And then with him, with his I wouldn't want to say body of work, but with the years and experience of him reading shells, he said that the two combined and just gave him immense and profound accuracy. So, and I've heard of people using shells. I am not familiar with the system or how it works. I've never used shells for divinatory purposes, but the way this man explained it to me, I was like, wow. I mean, that's a first. And he just said that he would use oracle decks to go with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, but he did not find it or see it fit. So instead, he would use his shells, and boom, fantastic results. And also, this lady also told me that one of her friends got a hold of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. And I've heard about this system go around up in the air. I've heard it mentioned briefly, but there's this lady, she uses bones to do divinatory meanings with bones. So that to me just blows my mind how someone can, tell fortunes with reading bones. Animal bones, to be precise.
Wow, that's very interesting.
I know that's
Southern style. Them bones, that's doing the bones. That is Southern. That's that deep root work.
I know, that to me just blew my mind. I was like, wow.
Well, for those of you listening online, and for those of you who have already pressed 1, we're not doing the free readings until the second half. So if that's what you called for, just hold on. In the second half of the show, which is about 15 minutes, we'll start the free readings. But for right now, if you have any questions or comments for JR, go ahead and press 1, and I think we could take maybe 1 or 2 people, but the readings will not start yet. For those of you listening online, the call-in number is 347-989-8851, 347-989-8851. Around 9:30, you want to call in and hit that 1 button to have a chance to win one of the 2 free readings. So getting back to JR. As far as vibration and vibrational luck, one of the things is success in relationships. So my question to you is, it's a 2-part question, but I want you to answer the first one first. As far as your deck I'm assuming that you already given readings to others with that deck. Of course you have. How can people use the deck as far as relationship-wise to bring about luck in the relationships? Like, have you noticed that there's an outstanding particular card, not necessarily the lover's card, but maybe another card that just jumps out when you're doing a love reading that's like a good card to call that love or just to stay in that vibration of love to call a lover to you?
Actually, yes, all the cards, when one reads with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, each card gives off an obvious message and a subliminal message. It just depends on the person to look at it. And when it comes to love, I've heard people do love readings with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. They feel like when they're doing a love reading, they feel like they're digging deeper into love. And like, for example, they meet somebody or they're with somebody for 4 years and they want to know what the person is up to or what they really feel. They do the reading and they see themselves going more into the core, more into the relationship. And it has also helped and worked also to give advice in the love department as well. So when it comes to love, the Beautiful Creatures Tarot tends to lean more to the love side, but the only thing with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot is that it is more not in your face, but it is more honest and more open-minded, both between.
Well, all right. So you should already know what question is coming next as far as romance and relationships. Are you in one?
No, I'm not.
He's single. Woo-hoo. All right, people. The upcoming author dudes, you better, get on the train. So I was going to say, so in love, right? If you were to pick a card that represents you, who would you be?
Wow, that's, oh my goodness.
How about that?
Who would I be?
Who would, because there's a bunch of different guys in there. Which card would represent the best of what you're like when you're in a relationship?
Oh my goodness! I want to say, I want to say that maybe all the cards in reverse. No,
really? Oh my God! Okay, well you got to narrow it down. You got to narrow it down.
I would say that mine. I would say me in love. What card would represent me? I have to say the Moon card.
Wow.
That's the one that would represent me.
That's beautiful. I love the moon. Anything to do with the moon, and I'm all about it. So that's awesome. And is that because you like intuitive, or why the moon card?
Well, the reason why I associate with the moon card is because, and this goes back to me dating in the past and being in past relationships, and I'm going to be all open, all honest. But whenever I meet a person, they always say that I am not difficult, but I am very mysterious and just very, not secretive, but just very mysterious. And it is hard to tap into me and to know what I'm thinking, know what I'm feeling, or know what I think about the person. But once they break that barrier and they jump the fence, then that's when they feel an emotional connection to me, and vice versa.
Oh, very nice. All right, people. So you need somebody who's opposite of the moon.
Yes, somebody who's you know what, I am not going to give up, and I am going to break the concrete walls around JR and find out what he's all about.
The world better watch out.
Yeah, we got a question for you from the chat room. They want to know what's your sign. I'm assuming some, but they want to know what's your sign.
My sign?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Capricorn.
Well, there you have it. You got a Capricorn. Braveheart said, get yourself a Taurus. All right, now. Braveheart can start
getting all his stats out.
He has a reading.
Good. Listen, he better do readings for us later.
Of course.
I have been avoiding getting a reading from Braveheart for a while. Y'all know how I am with people reading me. I have been avoiding it, but I know I'm about to get it soon. Okay, the person that asked the question, Amber Shannon, she said she's a Capricorn too. Ooh, I think a love connection trying to happen, boo, right in the chat room. Okay, all right. The next question I have is more so closer to the topic with vibrational luck. JR, with vibrational luck, in conjunction with your cards or anything outside of cards, is there anything else that you do that keeps you in that zone, in that space, to make sure that you are focused only on your goals and you don't get any distractions? Is there any stones that you use, any rituals, any chants, anything that you say? Anything that you do extra?
One thing that I do, and to me, it's very sacred, and it's almost a ritual. I do psychic writing, where I just clear my mind and just let the universe, spirits, guardian angels send me messages, and I just write them down, whatever it is that they're sending. And that just keeps me very focused, and it keeps me like a pinpoint where I need to be and where I want to be.
Wow, so you do channeling. You channel.
Yes.
Oh,
and
my
it
gosh,
is fantastic.
that's awesome.
The most rewarding thing. The most rewarding thing about doing channel writing is that when you read what you just wrote, you do not remember a single word of it. You just blank out.
You're like completely shocked that they came out of you. And so, because I was wondering, like, gosh, it must be so hard to, like, come out with all these cards and, and to just kind of blend everything together. But, I think that when people channel, it's easier to bridge that gap.
Mhm.
So, I bet you that, some of your stuff is just like, oh my gosh, just straight from source. It's like, oh my gosh, that's like amazing.
I've always found channel writing to be a fantastic exercise. I substitute channel writing for meditation because I cannot really just sit there in one spot and breathe in and out. I can't. So instead, I go ahead and channel write, which is equivalent to meditation, but only it's more doing something with the body. There's movement involved.
That's a great idea because I think a lot of people, to get into that manifestation place, the first answer, the first thing is to say meditation. But I know that a lot of people do find it difficult. I was one of them. I literally could not sit more than 3 or 4 minutes. When I first started. So I think the idea of writing to bring in what you want, to manifest, is a great idea.
Mhm.
Excellent. We do have 2 people who have been holding for a while. I'm going to assume they have a question or comment because we're not into the reading section of it yet, so I'm going to bring in the first person. Area code 415. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Sophie, and I'm calling from California, and I'm also a Capricorn.
Oh, damn!
And I am also fascinated with the tarot. So I did call in for a reading, but in terms of reading, what I wanted to ask JR with a tarot deck, when I first picked them up, I was living by water, and I found that it's too hard to memorize meanings. And so I just scanned the book, and then I just used the images on the cards to receive the information for the person I was reading. And I began with doing free readings for people. So then I got a lot of really great feedback. And then people asked me to come and do parties and things like that. And so I wanted to ask you about that. I don't know if you teach tarot, but do you find that looking at the images, it kind of speaks to you? That's more important than the technical meaning for that card?
Very good question. To answer that question, yes, I personally believe that looking at the image is far more convenient for the reader, especially when there's too much to memorize and learn and keep in memory. Because when you look at an image in the cards and you tap into it and you receive a message, it is basically a reflection, to me, it is basically a reflection of your subconscious memory, what's dormant or what's going on in your mind. Or basically it could be that the universe, spirit, your guardian angel, your guardian spirit is telling you the messages through what you see in the images and not so much what they mean.
Right. Text. Okay, so you would say the person has to have some degree of openness or psychicness, I guess is maybe.
Not so much psychic, but I would say openness, for them to be open-minded, for them to be open to interpretation, for them not to second-guess themselves.
Okay, wonderful. And you got started so young, at 13 or 14, and your grandma, was it? Your grandma gave you your first deck?
Yes, yes. I started at 13, and I first started with premonitions and sensations and vibrations. And that's when my grandma had told my mother, you know what, I think he's in that stage, in that breaking point, so you need to do something so he can help train, his ability. And that's where my very first deck came in. And just like you, I never
Yes.
knew that there existed a companion book to that tarot deck, so for many years I just read it intuitively. When I received the companion book and read the companion book, what I had already read intuitively was 80% of what was already written in the book. So I didn't
Wow.
need anymore.
Do you come from a line of tarot readers?
Actually, I discovered not too long ago through my paternal side of the family, my grandmother, who's in spirit now, she was a card reader, not a tarot reader, but she was a sort of like a fortune-telling reader with poker cards, playing cards.
Yes. Wow.
I never knew that. So.
Fascinating.
Wow. Well, thank you so much.
I want to stay on if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd like to stay on. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, sweetheart.
I'm gonna have to just put you back on mute for a second so we can get to the next caller. But you're more than welcome to stay on. Just press 1 again when you're ready to talk. But I have to put you on mute so we can get to the next caller. But thank you so much for calling in. I am not hanking you up. Just to make that clear, just putting you back on mute. And matter of fact, once you get to the next caller, you can go ahead and press 1 again, and maybe you'll be one of the ones who wins the free reading.
Okay.
So, let's get to the next caller. Next caller, area code 727. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your question or comment?
This is Kate. I'm calling from Florida, and I, too, am very interested in a reading.
Okay. Well, what's your name again, ma'am?
Kate.
I'm sorry. Kate.
Kate.
Hi, Kate. Okay. Well,
like kiss me, Kate.
I'm going to put you. Oh, okay. Cute. I like that. Well, Kate, I'm going to put you back on hold. And matter of fact, we're already close to that time. So I'm going to put you back on hold, and we're going to go on to the second part or second half of this. So as soon as I put you back on hold, go ahead and press 1 again. And then we'll do, as we normally do, the drawing numbers. And hopefully you'll be one of the ones that win the free reading. If not, because you have been holding for an extremely long time, we'll see if we can at least get you in with 1 or 2 cards towards the end of the show. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on hold, and I'll try our best to come back to you.
Thank you.
Well, you're more than welcome. Well, all right. J.R., seriously, Kate and Sophie have been holding for a long time. So are you willing to, at the end of whoever wins the free readings, if their numbers are not drawn, are you willing to at least pull like one card apiece for them?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, you have such a beautiful spirit. I love you. All right, so
I know.
we're basically going to that time reading, and these readings, hopefully they'll all be about luck and vibrational, what you need to do to clear up that energy. So, again, the number again is 347-989-8851, 347-989-8851. If you are already called in, press the number 1. If you have not called in, call in now, press the number 1, and maybe you'll be the second person that wins the reading. So, JR, give me a number from 1 to, I should have counted this for. Give me 1 second. Give me a number from 1 to 10.
1 through 10. Okay, the first number 9, and the second number 8.
No, just right
Ooh,
now.
I like
just
those
number
numbers.
Yeah, right? We're going to go with 9 right now, and then give people a chance to call in for the second reading by that time. Let me count down to 9. All right, here we go. Area code 618. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You are the lucky winner of the first reading that JR is willing to give. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Illinois, and my name is Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Congratulations.
I didn't have a question.
So, Tony,
Tony Walker.
Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, I know you. Hey, Tony Walker.
I know her too.
Right? You can read us. So,
right?
First of all,
Glammie told me to call in.
Oh, okay. It's nice to actually hear your voice. Was you calling in for the free reading, or?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Anything general.
Okay, Tony.
All right,
Hi.
Tony. Ray Parker, the chat room said, "Hey, Tony," but I'm gonna shut down now so JR can go ahead and do his thing.
Okay.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Fantastic. Okay, and I see that, well, obviously, you're the lucky winner of the tarot reading draw, so I am sure you were sending me the number 9 telepathically or something, which is why I chose the number 9. Now, okay, I have my beautiful creatures tarot at hand, and I am going to select a spread from the companion book. So the spread that I'm the spread that I'm going to, well, the spread that calls for me to read to you is Voices of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. Beautiful Creatures, sorry. Now, this is the way it works. I draw one card, and the creature that manifests through that card is the creature who will give you advice and who will assist you in whatever it is that you will need for the following 3 to 4 weeks. So let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, give it a 3 shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and I'll give it a 4th shuffle for good luck. Okay. And there we are. Let's see. And 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's see. And the creature that comes forward from the deck is the swinging one. In this card, we have a maiden, a beautiful maiden or princess who swings on a swing, fluttering her fortune-telling cards, and by her side is the cat and the rabbit. Now, this card is talking about, this creature talks about perception, talks about seeing things from a different point of view, how to learn to accept sacrifices that you had to make in order to be the person that you are now, or do the things that you had to do. So she's the one who has manifested at the moment. Now, the next card represents why this creature has come forward. This creature has come forward so you can open your eyes and see the clarity and see just the vast of opportunities, the vast of clarity that you have gained and that you will be gaining later on in the future. For everything that you've done, for everything that you've learned to let go, for everything that you've learned to sacrifice, there is a lot of clarity coming your way. The third card represents how you can work with this creature. Calling this creature when you're either indecisive. Now, again, this ties with the Sun card. The Sun talks about clarity. Whenever you're indecisive or whenever you can't make up your mind, calling this creature and have her help you open your eyes, have her help you deliver a message, how to come to a final conclusion or a final decision. So that's what the third card is telling us. And the third card is the Twin of Airs. The fourth position represents what this creature will do for you. And the card that has come forward is the Goat of Airs, Earth, which is Capricorn. This creature will help you nurture your decisions and nurture your perceptions first of all. For example, when something may not appear to be visually appealing or whenever you may have a misperception of something or someone, this creature will help you to try and see the core and try to see what this person or this situation is all about. And the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, the last card, which it represents what the creature will not do for you. Of course, whenever this position comes out, what a card or a character will not do for you, that means that they are talking about their limits, their standards they will help you up to where they need to. And basically, this creature will only help you with what you need, but she will not be one to make you, like, for example, the Explorer came through. So basically, this means that she will not help you how to clear up your perceptions, how to forget your perceptions. If you see something, that is the way you see it, and that is the way it is going to be. So basically, it's a first impression on your perceptions. You see something, that's the way it is, and you can analyze or you can work through it to see what else you can see at the core of that certain perception. Were you able to understand or correlate with the reading?
Yeah, made sense.
Okay.
I can see how it's relating to my life.
I mean, and we all see things from a different angle. We all see things from a different perception, and sometimes we see things that appear like one thing, but then they're not that, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So
what was the first card? What was the first card?
The creature that came forward?
Yeah.
It was the swinging one, which is equivalent to the hanged man.
It's a hangman card?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes perfectly sense for me. I'm quite a hermit myself. Hermit.
I'm sorry?
Hangman. I said I'm a hermit, but I'm the hangman also. Trying to see things from my own perspective. Huh?
Are you a hermit by birth or by astrological sign?
Oh, that's my nature.
Oh, the hermit, because many people say, like, I'm a temperance because they are Sagittarius, So,
right, yeah.
And I say, oh, she's a Virgo, but no.
I feel more like temperance sometimes. At least my life feels like temperance.
Yes, me by birth, being a Capricorn, my astrological card will be the devil, because I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, really? I'm an Aries, so I think my astrological card is the Emperor.
Yes, it is, the Emperor. But I tend to be drawn more to the death card.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just morbid that way. No, I'm just joking. Okay, well, wonderful. I mean, I'm glad that my reading made sense to you in some way, but remember, it will manifest later on. This is only the reading that you've received, so keep an eye out later on within the next few months and see how things manifest to your perception.
Awesome. Hey, Dee, are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
No, I'm waiting. I'm like, Dia.
Yeah, I'm here. All right, Sonny. Well, thank you so much for calling, and I'm going to put you back on mute. It's nice to actually hear your voice and you hear my voice instead of just on YouTube. But I'm actually going to have to put you back on hold. I'm actually glad you're one of the winners. But if I don't talk to you, have a great month, great week, great year, and all that good stuff.
You too.
All right. So now I need you to pick another number from 1 to 15 this time.
1 through 15?
Mm-hmm.
And one number, let me see, I am picking up, since we are Friday the 13th, I'm going to go with number 13.
All right. Okay. Now you got to make me scroll down and work because I was expecting you to pick 1 through 5. Okay, area code 360. You are the lucky caller of the second reading. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name's Lori, and I'm calling from Washington State.
Hi, Lori. Is there a specific question you want to ask, or do you just want him to go for broke?
I'd kind of like to know how my lawsuit's going to go.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again, Lori?
Well, I have to sue this guy that wrecked my car when he was doing mechanic work on it. He did more damage, you know, and so I had to bring him to small claims court. And I'm kind of wondering how that's going to go.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was horrible.
No, that's horrible, and that's very wow. Let's see. Well, let me go ahead and shuffle the cards for you, and I'm going to keep this your question or concern in mind. So if you can give me just a few seconds.
Okay.
Okay, I've already shuffled the cards, and I see, while I was shuffling the cards and while I had your question in mind, a card did pop out, which I like to call them the jumpers, and it is the Six of Waters. Now, this card has to do with things of the past or either past memories. So basically, in regards to your situation, you will be reaching out to somebody in the past, somebody who can help you with this situation and who can advise or consult you in this matter, how to make this matter progress and how to make this matter happen and manifest a lot quicker. Now, it could either be somebody who has, say, knowledge in the law field or the mechanic field, someone who knows about cars or so forth. So this is someone in your past who will be coming in or who you will be reaching out to in order to have this situation manifest and get some progress out of it. And that is just a jumper card that came forward. Now, for the rest of the reading, I am going to perform a French tarot spread called the Tirage en Croix. So basically, this spread and this is taken from my book, The Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and this spread is basically designed just to advise you, just to get to the core of the problem. It gets to the core, but with simplicity, and just says the things as they are. So just listen in, and I am going to repeat the position. For example, this card represents this card represents that, just so you can make some correlation and tie them together. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the first phase is this represents the consultant. This represents you, the matter, what you're feeling, your surroundings, the people who are influencing you. And the card that comes forward is the Six of Airs. To me, the Six of Airs is telling me that during this situation, during this matter, you're all over the place. You're concerned about your car, but yet you don't want to go to this extreme, but you also feel that it's not fair that this has happened to you in your car, and especially if you only own one vehicle, who's going to pay for it, who's going to do this, who's going to do that for it, to give you some, who's going to give you some accommodations. It's not like the mechanics are going to fix it for free or they're going to recompensate you for a new car. So basically, this is telling you that you're going at arm's length, you're going out of your way to have this matter fixed, if not to get some justice for the damage that was placed upon your vehicle and yourself as well, because you do need this mobility to move forward and, keep on with your life. So that is what the first card, and this card is the Six of Airs, which is equivalent to the Six of Swords. The second position is this announces any obstacle that are hindering you, the consultant. And the card that has come forward is the Goat of Earth, which is the card of the Capricorn. Now, this card talks about stability, and it also talks about nurturing. You are trying your best to be patient, to be decent, to be humble, and to be mindful, but this is too much for you. You felt like these people at the mechanics took advantage or did this carelessly, and obviously this has taken you out of your comfort zone and out of your norm. So basically, going again with the first card, you are taking drastic measures, if you have to recompensate and to reaccommodate for what has happened to you. So, but one thing that I would advise is do try to keep your cool, do try to keep stability, and try to nurture yourself at the moment, during this type of distress that you're going through. Don't, in other words, don't do things that you're going to regret later on, or say things that you're going to regret later on.
Right.
The third position, this one gives you wise advice as to what should be taken into consideration. This one is basically telling you that yes, it could have been a mistake, it could have been an accident, but no, it's not fair for you. So take into consideration that yes, you do need to find some not common ground, but you need to find some ground. You need to find an answer. First of all, find an answer. Then the card that appears is the Nymph of Airs, which is the Page of Airs. This card tells you that you need to find an answer to it. What exactly did happen? Because to me, according to the Page of Airs, They know exactly what happened, but they don't want to tell you, because if they tell you, they will get into much deeper trouble than what they already are. So basically, you will have to do your own research and your own investigation as to what it is that actually happened, because I do see that they are telling you maybe 40, 60% of the truth, but they're keeping the rest from you.
Oh, about basically, what happened with the car?
I'm sorry?
About what they did to my car?
Yes, exactly, what they did to your car. They're basically telling you, for example, they're saying, yes, it's damaged, but they're not telling you why they damaged it, because it's not to their convenience. So basically, these are answers that you're going to have to research. You're going to have to go through them on your own. And basically, and right now it is telling you just use your gut feeling and use whatever it is that you can to find out what exactly did happen to your car. And I know that eventually you will find out the truth. You will find the truth, and of course, it'll devastate you a lot. But this will be a time to think thoroughly, to think clearly what actions you should take. Now, the fourth position, this one it explains what will happen if you do not take this advice and you do things in haste. Basically, you will be confronted with a decision. If you do decide not to take things calmly and not to do further research, further investigation as to what happened to the car, you will be given with 2 ultimatums, and these 2 ultimatums are not at your favor. One will probably benefit you to maybe a 5%. The other one will not benefit you at all. So, for example, they could say, okay, your car was damaged. You know what? You get free service on the next vehicle you buy. Or, you know what? Your car was damaged. We'll help you fix some of it, and that is it. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, investigate very clearly and think thoroughly what you're going to do, how you're going to proceed. And the last card, the outcome, the explorer. And this one denotes the final outcome. If you do everything according to plan, suing this person or this company will go at your favor. I do see that if whenever it is that you decide to sue this company, it is going to be taken into consideration. And if you do things right and you play things right, you will be winning you will be winning a case, a recompensation that will be pleasing and satisfying for you.
Oh, that's good.
So basically, yes.
All right. Go ahead. That's what you're saying.
Okay. So basically, to sum it all up, if you do things according to plan, you will be the one winning.
Cool.
And best of luck to you in this case.
Do you have a
website? Let you go. Oh, no, go ahead. Give her your website.
I was going to ask if you have a website.
Do I have a website? Yes, I do. I have it is J as in Jason, R as in River, RIVERA.
Oh, could you start one more? Could you start over? I couldn't hear very well. J?
Okay, it is J.R. RIVERA. A dot, W as in wagon, Edward, B as in boy, LY.com.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
You're very welcome.
Lori, before we actually have another, it's kind of hard to call him a reader because he's more of an actual shaman than a reader, and I know he's going to get me for saying that. But we have Brave Hawk in the chat room who tapped into energy too, and he wanted to give you a little bit of insight of what he saw. And basically what he's saying is to pay attention to your dreams. He's saying he feels as though someone may be trying to reach out to you, either on your part or on a part of another that's going to try to help you, but he feels as though it's going to come through your dreams more than an actual person. So he's just saying to pay attention to your dreams in addition to what JR is telling you.
Wow. Thank you.
You are more than welcome. And again, if you missed the website, it's www.J.R.Rivera, RIVERA.weebly, WEEBLY.com. And if you just listen to the rest of the show, he'll again say it at the end of the show. So I'm going to put you on hold. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
I'm going to put you on hold since we got. You are more than welcome, Lori. We got about 10 minutes left, and I actually did sneak in a little bit of overtime just for the show because I didn't want to cut off anybody's readings. So since we just have a little bit of overtime, J.R., is it okay to pull at least, I'm not saying doing a full reading, but can you do what, are you still okay to do 1 or 2 cards for Kate and Sophie and possibly one other person that's been holding on just as long that didn't win the reading and didn't get a chance to say their question or comment?
Absolutely.
All right, and then let them just put. Dia, I don't think you have time to ask them like what their question is. Maybe just let him just pull the card. Okay. Right,
yeah, I'm not going to ask the question. Just pull no more than 2 cards because we still need to shut the show down close to time. So just no more than 2 cards, but at least give them a quick reading for holding on so long. So I'm going to go to Kate first. Kate, your mic is open, and J.R. is going to go ahead and go right into the reading. So J.R., whenever you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay. No, go ahead. Kate is listening. She's still fine.
Okay, I am going to do a 2-card spread for you, and the first card will represent the energy that's around you, and the second card will represent what will be the outcome if you manifest and send this energy out into the universe. So let's see. Are you there?
Kate, are you still there? Okay, well, we can't hear her, so we're just going to keep on moving. I'm going to save Sophie for last because Sophie, that shit got to go on. Her brain is fast, so I'm going to save her for last. Let's go to area code 530. 530, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Diana from California.
Hi, Diana. We're just going right into the reading. He's going to pull 2 cards for you, so JR, go ahead.
Okay. Basically, this spread has to do with energy and the outcome of manifesting this energy. So the first card that I'm going to draw is the wheel, which is the wheel talks about taking turns, about karma, about doing things right. So basically, the energy that's around you is turning. Everything is turning at fast motion. Now, it is up to you to catch up with it, and also the card tells you to make changes in your life or to try and make changes into other people's lives. Now, if you take this advice, this energy that's around you, and you, for example, manifest it on in the universe and help somebody change or help yourself change, the outcome will be if the star, basically anything and everything that you've ever wanted or acquire or wish for will manifest itself, but in moderation. So with changing certain habits, certain ways, brings new possibilities and brings more rewards for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dia, are you there?
Hi, this is Sophie.
Hello, Sophie?
Yes.
Okay, hi. I am going to do a 2-card reading for you, especially because our time is limited. So the reading that I'm going to do is called the Energy and Manifestation. So basically, the first card that I've drawn for you is the 2 of Waters. The 2 of Waters represents either love, relationship, or commitment. There is something, what's going on around you is lots of love and commitment. So basically, if you go out into the world and commit to something and see it through fruition, your reward, basically what will come to you, what will manifest, is the 7 of Earth. And the 7 of Earth talks about progression. Anything that laid dormant in the past, you will start to see it flourish in front of you. But, of course, you will see it flourish slowly and also depending how much commitment you put into it.
Okay. Okay, so anything that I love and I put my attention to. Got it.
Yes. Anything that you love and you come in and put attention to it, whatever it is in the past that you were waiting for it to flourish or for it to go into fruition, will manifest and will happen.
Okay, super. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
I do appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Hello?
Dia, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, no, I was trying to see if Dia was around. Dia!
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all, I'm talking this whole time. Y'all can't even hear me. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for supporting this show. I'm going to put you back on mute now. And I didn't even know that y'all couldn't hear me. Okay, we got 5 minutes in the show. We're going to. Kate feels like she might be back. She pressed 1 again, so we're going to try to get Kate in real fast, and this will be the last one. So, Kate, area code 727. Are you there? Kate, area code 727. Are you there? All righty then. Looks like I'm not sure what happened. She did press 1 again. But it's time to end the show. It has been so fun, and it has been a joy to hear you read your art, especially with the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. So as we wrap things up, why don't you tell everybody, again, how they can contact you and how they can go ahead and purchase your beautiful tarot, your Beautiful Creatures Tarot.
Contacting me is very easy. It is through my website, JRRivera.webly.com, or even on Facebook. Anybody can look me up under J.R.Rivera. Now, as for getting a hold of a copy of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, it is available through Barnes & Noble and Books A Million as well, and it should be up in Book Depository because at the moment it is on back order. And basically anywhere in Amazon or in around the world, it's already available.
All right. And Glammie, tell everybody where they can reach you and your beautiful readings, because for those who don't know, who don't follow the show, Glammie is not a reader as well, and she's itching to get her hands on a beautiful tarot as well as I am. We didn't get the decks in time, but we should have them soon. Go ahead, Glammie, and tell them what's your name. Tell them what it is that you do and how they can get in contact with you.
Okay, yeah, so, I do cards, I read cards, and you can reach me at Glammie'sAngels.com.
Come on, so give them a little more than that. You do light languages, and you just did the event with the Cosmic Inspirations, with the past life retrieval. Come on.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just, it's my kids are running around, and I'm just like, I'm trying to, all be discreet, and you're like, come on, girl. And I'm trying to be like, okay, yeah, Glammie'sAngels.com. Just go there, be there, or be square. I do a lot of stuff. A lot of the things that I do, one of the things that we're working on is past life readings with my friend Marion Moore from Akashic Inspirations. We are basically just going into people's past lives that are relevant to what they're doing today, like where they're at now, to get answers from the past and to take those lifetimes and clear them and heal them, so that you can kind of move forward. So that's one of our favorite things. So, yeah, if you want to get in touch with me for that, you can just also go to email me at glammiewitch@gmail.com.
All right. And as for me, my name is Dia, a.k.a. Oris Oasis. My website is orisoasis.com, ORISOASIS.com. I also have 3 children's books out now. If you want them, you can always go to, I believe they're on Barnes & Noble. They're also on Amazon. Go to Amazon, look for the author name, Oasis, ORIOASIS. Other than that, I am also a reader, but I focus more on astrology, and I break my astrology down in 3 different groups. But to wrap the show up, just go ahead to orisoasis.com. There you can find my links to my books. You can find my readings. You can find me on all the social media that I'm on. And if you want to email me with a question, comment, or may possibly want to be the next guest on the show, go ahead to orisoasis.com, ORISOASIS.com. And again, you have to listen to Practical Spirituality with me, Oris Oasis, and Glammie, and with our special guest, which we always love to have him on, J.R.Rivera. Don't forget to go ahead and go to his website, JR.Rivera.weebly.com. Look for his Beautiful Creatures Tarot. It's been a blessing, and as always, if it ain't practical, it isn't spiritual. Good night, y'all.
Good night.